Reverse Speech Radio presents The Real News.
Reverse Speech Radio, in association with ReverseSpeech.ca, is brought to you by Crime and Trauma Scene Cleaners, Canada's decontamination specialists. Check out their website, crimescenecleaners.ca. Here are the hosts of Reverse Speech Radio, David John Oates and Christian D. Cadieux.
And here we are once again with another amazing episode of TRN, The Real News in Reverse. News in Reverse, brought to you by none other than Reverse Speech Radio, in association with ReverseSpeech.ca, and brought to you by Crime and Trauma Scene Cleaners, crimescenecleaners.ca. My name is Christian D. Cadieux, and I am your producer and co-host of today's show and Reverse Speech Radio. And of course, none other, we have the very famous and legendary, all the way the other side of the world in Adelaide, Australia, the man who brought us the truth and the knowledge of all, Mr. David John Oates. Here's David.
Kind of feel like there should be an applause in there somewhere, or some cheers. Yay! You walk on the stage, or the audience. See, that's the trouble with radio. You can't do that on TV. You can, You walk on the Johnny Carson show, everyone cheer. Johnny Carson, of course, he's old now. Whoever does that show nowadays, I don't know. I don't live in America anymore, so. So today we're going to be looking at the Cardinal Pell. He's been a very naughty man, and he was the third highest Roman Catholic in the world.
He was, of course, from Australia.
Yes.
He's Australian. Yep.
Well, he's the Archbishop of Sydney. I think Australia's top Catholic. Yeah, he'd have to be Australia's. Australia's top.
Yeah, he's the highest ranking official in the RC Church in Australia.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes. Of course, he's been all over the news here. I mean, and since he's been convicted, there's been all these other victims coming out of the closet. It's like it's a free for all on Cardinal Pell. The news is describing him as a convicted pedophile, which he is, of course. And a lot of Roman Catholics in Australia, and I'm sure around the world, but certainly Australia, are very shaken and shook up. And I was talking to one.
Mel Gibson's not going to be happy.
Oh, no, he won't be indeed. No. And people are telling me that I was talking to a Roman Catholic the other day. He was saying it's going to take the Catholic Church years, if it ever recovers from this, So,
yeah. This is bad. For those of you that have not been following it, as David just mentioned, Cardinal Pell, the third highest ranking official in the RC Church, all throughout the world, in the Vatican, the third highest ranking official. He is the highest ranking official in the country of Australia. And it is extremely, it's not even unfortunate. It's disgusting what this individual did. He should be ashamed of himself. He's been convicted by the Australian judicial system. However, the irony of this all is that the Vatican is maintaining his innocence. Now, Cardinal Pell, okay, so that's one thing. Cardinal Pell gets convicted. Now, his dingleberry fool of a lawyer decides to come out after he was convicted and tell the media and state to the media that, Cardinal Pell was convicted, but it wasn't that bad. He was only with the boy for approximately 6 minutes, and it was, and I quote, vanilla sex. Not vanilla ice cream, vanilla sex.
And for those who don't know what vanilla sex is, that means straight, normal sex, no kinkiness or any nefarious activity. He had to apologise. He apologised to the court for making that statement, and he has since resigned. He's no longer representing Pell. So,
Good.
Yeah.
He's a fool, he's an idiot. And like I said to you before, if he felt that 6 minutes was only 6 minutes, I would like to go and take, he should volunteer one of his own children to go with Cardinal Pell for 6 minutes and see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah. Just disgusting. All right, so I have quite a few reversals on Cardinal Pell, and I'm going to start with his police interview. And the police came to the Vatican in Rome, Australian police, to interview him. Okay, and that interview went public about 2 days ago because I was all over it. So some of the audio is a little bit faint because it's sort of like a live recording in a tape recorder sitting on the desk, so it's not the best. But anyway, let us begin and see how these audio levels work. So here's the first one forwards.
That at that time you've moved your robes to one side and exposed your penis. Stop it.
Okay, you can hear what the police said forwards, right? And you heard Pell's response, "Oh, stop it." Okay?
Yeah.
And backwards he says, "I was hot." You hear that?
I hear hot, at the very end.
Yeah, I was. He whispers, "I was." And I'll run it again. I was hot.
Can you turn up the volume?
You know what? I can actually. I can give you a little bit more volume on that.
Thank you.
Okay. That turns me up. Let me just turn that down. Okay, so he says, "I was hot." You hear it now?
Yeah, the hot is there. I can't get the "I was," but I definitely hear the hot.
Yeah, the "I was" is quite clear, actually. It's just a whisper. It's just a whisper.
That's what it is. Yeah. It's the whispering that's throwing me off.
Yeah. So he's denying it forward. Well, actually, he's not denying it forward. He just says, "Oh, no, here, let's run the forwards again."
That at that time you've moved your robes to one side and exposed your penis. Stop it.
I says, stop it. Okay, so he's basically denying it forwards, but what we see in reverse, and I've seen this in other police interviews, is the classic reversal. Denies it forward, and reverse we tap into the real truth. And the real truth was, I was hot. So here it is again.
Okay, you know what? I get it now. I hear the "I was."
Yeah.
It's fast. It's it comes on very fast, and he's whispering it. So
that's right.
To all listeners out there, this comes on fast, and you got right the minute you hear the very first sound, it goes into the whispering of "I was hot."
Yes.
Yeah.
So here it is again. You got to keep quiet while I play it. So here we go. Yep, there it is. Okay, so that's obviously a denial forwards and the truth in reverse. Okay, so
what a POS, what a scumbag. Yeah, all right,
you're absolutely right. Okay, so here we have the next one.
You're still at this stage standing with your back to the door.
What a load of absolutely disgraceful rubbish. Blatant false madness.
And here he says, "Soon you'll feel the strap."
Soon you'll feel the strap. Soon you'll feel the strap.
You hear that?
Yeah, I do.
interesting choice of words, because the strap is, I don't know whether they use that term in Canada, but certainly in Australia it was a common term growing up back in those days. Parents often used to use the strap, it was a big fear, like the belt to smack you for being naughty, okay? So he actually talks about his mother further on, and
soon you'll see the strap, meaning soon you will see the effect of the violence of the strap, or soon you will see the strap that he does some kinky stuff with the victim. And then that would not be vanilla sex then.
No, I think he's predicting his own arrest and conviction. He's going to get the strap for being naughty. See, he's been naughty by molesting these little boys. So, I think you got
naughty's not the word.
No, I realise that, but I think you got some other stuff going. I think you got some childhood stuff going on here. Okay.
Oh, he's got mommy issues, does he?
Mommy issues comes up in the reversal. Okay.
Oh, well, he sort of you could have helped him by providing him with an amazing session of meta walks.
Absolutely, I could have.
Yes.
Okay.
And for all our listeners out there. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so then we have this one here.
It's been alleged that you've stepped forward, grabbed by the back of his head, and forced his head down onto your penis.
In the sacristy after Mass.
Yes. And
completely false.
All right, it says completely false. He says backwards, saw the guilt.
Saw the guilt.
Do you hear that? I think it's...
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah.
I hear that. It's nice and clear. I don't have any problem hearing that. Saw the guilt.
Yeah.
Saw the guilt. Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right, good. Let me play it again. So he's denying it forward. So here's the forwards again. The police is telling him what was alleged.
It's been alleged that you've stepped forward, grabbed by the back of his head, and forced his head down onto your penis.
In the sacristy after Mass.
Yes. And
completely false.
Okay, completely false. Saw the guilt.
Saw the guilt.
So he's guilty. He's.
Yeah. So this is his unconscious mind. This unconscious part of his mind that is telling him. Yep. Is this internal dialogue, or was this the deep unconscious saying that it saw the guilt, he's guilty?
Oh, I think that's a straightforward conscious reversal. He knows he's guilty. The police are telling him what was alleged, and he's thinking, oh, shit, yeah, I did do that. Saw the guilt.
Saw the guilt.
Straightforward conscious. That one, like Scott Peterson reversal. Did you murder your wife? Backwards, no. Forwards, no, I did not. Backwards, neck, I hit hard. It's the same type of thing.
Hard, that's right.
Denying it forwards and consciously, he knows what he did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, so here's the next one.
All sorts of people used to come to the sacristy to speak to the priest.
Yes.
The sacristans were around. The altar servers were around.
I'm not sure what this one means. Youth with abuse. It could mean two things, or it could mean both. Obviously, he's abused youths. Okay, we can say that because he's been convicted. We can no longer have to say alleged. So it could be that, or it could be he was abused in his own youth. Okay, so
yeah, I guess that could go both ways.
Yeah. I mean that could go both ways. Yeah. And here he is. Remember the reversal? Soon you'll see the strap. Okay.
Yes.
This next one's an interesting reversal.
What a load of garbage and falsehood and deranged falsehood. My master of ceremonies will be able to say that he was always with me after the ceremonies.
Okay, now look, I can hear this two different ways. This reversal. Jeff goes one way, I go the other. So I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what Jeff says. It says the guy GUY will be arrested. Okay. I'm hearing the gay, G-A-Y, will be arrested. Okay, so is it the guy will be arrested or the gay will be arrested? So here we go.
Yeah, he lives in the restaurant. Yeah, he lives in the restaurant.
See, I hear gay. I don't know. What do you hear there, Christian?
One more time, please. One more time, please.
Here we go.
Yeah, he lives in the restaurant. Yeah, he lives in the restaurant. Yeah, he lives in the restaurant.
Look, I'm on the fence. I gotta tell you.
I can hear that. I know.
I hear gay and I hear guy.
Yeah, I can hear both ways.
You know, I can get to, but you know what? It doesn't change anything.
No, it doesn't. No. Well, he's gay. He's gay, or
he's gay, and
he's also a guy, and he's going to be arrested. So he's predicting. This is one of these. Is that a future tense or a premonition? No, that's a premonition because he wasn't arrested for 2 years, 2 years after this interview, I think. So that's one of those premonition reversals, okay? He's predicting his own future, okay? So, alright, so here's the next one.
People were coming and going. They couldn't have dallied too long in the sacristy because the choir master would have been keen to get away, to get them dressed and get away.
And this one simply says, they're sucking that. Yeah. Because the allegation is he forced the young boys down on his penis and perform oral sex. So that reversal, once again, it's a straightforward first level reversal, conscious stuff. Okay, here we come into some unconscious stuff. Here we go.
Do you recall who the choir master was at that time frame?
Mallinson, John Mallinson. And he will tell you that I had nothing to do with the choir and he thought I wasn't interested.
See, this one says, still, Mum, I'm wanting love. You hear that? Mother issues.
Yeah, still, Mom, wanting love.
I'm wanting love. Still, Mum, I'm
wanting love. Okay.
Here, I'll play it again for those who missed it. Love has a bit of a strange pronunciation to it. Here it is at slower speed. Okay, mother issues. Okay, that's why I clued in on the words a strap. But she got the strap as a young kid. Okay, and the youth with abuse, that could be him. And still, Mum, I'm wanting love. I'd like to know about his childhood. I'd like to know, we don't know anything about his upbringing. So, here we have an R-rated reversal.
At least a month later, and again after church.
Now, you've got after choir.
Yes.
Does that mean after the mass or after the choir practice?
And here it says, damn misery, cock-defined ugly day.
Oh,
it's clear too. Wow. Can you hear that one? So,
yeah. Damn misery, cock-defined.
Define, D-E-F-I-N-E, define.
Damn misery, cop define.
Ugly day.
Damn misery, cop define, ugly day.
In other words, see, the damn misery, that's, I don't know, but certainly he created an ugly day. I mean, this is probably him beating himself up. Oh no, I've done it again, I've exposed my cock, they're sucking it,
Yeah.
It's another nasty thing I've done. Mum, come and help me. I mean, we're getting
with the strap.
With the strap. You're absolutely right. See, we're getting a psychological profile here as well as an admission of guilt. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
of course.
Yeah.
This is an excellent way to profile him.
Yeah.
How to profile, and I mean, and you know what? These particular reversals, if certain sex crimes unit would take these specific reversals from pedophiles and create an algorithm, a system to identify. So when speaking to someone, these particular reversals, these in if metaphor or non-metaphorically, but I mean, these particular reversals would certainly indicate that this particular individual would quite possibly have pedophilic tendencies or is a pedophile or something. I mean, I shouldn't say tendencies because either you're a pedophile or you're not, because it's been scientifically proven that if you are a pedophile, it cannot be cured.
Oh, really? Interesting. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you can. The only thing that in the RC Church is that they do chemical castration. Chemical castration, for those who don't know what it is, it's medication that is taken in order to kill your sex drive.
Yeah.
Chemical castration. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Okay, here we have the next one on Cardinal Pell.
When he was suddenly pushed against the wall by someone, saw that it was yourself, who pinned him to the wall with one hand and moved in close and used your other hand to grab his genitals over his clothes, squeezing hard. It was a brief attack that only lasted a couple of seconds.
Well, that's completely false.
And once again, he confesses backwards, your guilt.
There
it is. I mean, you're denying it forwards and confessing to it backwards, okay? And then we have this reversal that didn't pass the muster with Jeff, but I don't know, I heard it, so I'm playing it, and if it's not there, I apologise, and Jeff can pat himself on the back. So here we go.
I was out the front of the cathedral there. I was always out at the front of the cathedral. I never came back with the kids.
And he says, I then might feel them up.
I
hear that. You hear that?
Yeah, I do. One more time. I then might feel them up.
Yeah.
I then might
feel them up.
It's not consistent. It goes, I then might, and then feel drops a little bit on the audio, on the clarity.
Right.
But at the very end, it peaks up a little bit. So could you do it again, please?
Yeah, sure.
There
we go. There it is.
Yep.
I mean, so what we're getting back with his confession, we're going to have to go to a break in a second, and I've still got more reversals to play.
We've got time. We've got some time.
Okay, let's do, so that's all from the police interview. Now here we've got one where he's generally denying the crime.
All along, I have been completely consistent and clear in my total rejection of these allegations.
And here he says, guilt was near the heart.
Guilt near the heart.
Wow.
Guilt near the heart.
Clear as day.
Good job.
Wow.
Very good.
Wow.
Very good. That was clear.
Yeah. So this is more than just an act. This is in his heart. This is his heart itself is disease. This is pervading his entire being. Very important. Let me play that again. So here's the forwards, denying the crime. This is the third time we've heard the word guilt on him now. Okay? So here we go.
All along, I have been completely consistent and clear in my total rejection of these allegations.
The guilt was near the heart.
Guilt near the heart.
Yep.
Guilt near the heart.
Wow.
Guilt near the heart.
Clear as day. Clear as day.
Oh, it's good job. Honestly, man. That's a V5 right there.
Yeah, certainly is. Yeah, no doubt about that. Okay, we got about 3 verses left. Let's run through them quickly.
We got about 5 minutes.
Bishops of Australia have welcomed the Royal Commission, which was announced by the Prime Minister last night.
Okay, so he's talking about a Royal Commission into child abuse about 4 or 5 years ago, and he says the Roman Catholic has welcomed this Royal Commission. Back was where not the love, mine was a sin. Well, that's clear too. Wow. Wow. In other words, the Roman Catholic, the Roman Catholic Church doesn't care. We're not the love. Mine was a sin. I think the heart of the Roman Catholic Church is diseased. Okay.
Yeah.
And here we have.
Yeah.
And here we have another one. The first thing I would like to do is to repeat what I and the church leadership have said for the last 16 years.
And judged in there.
Judged in there.
Wow.
Judged in there.
So you're talking about the church. I think the church is judged. Judgment.
Judged in that. Judged in that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The church is judged. The church herself is not just Cardinal Pell. The whole church. I mean, look, we got reversal on the Pope, which we're not doing on today's show, but shows the Pope. We've got the Pope riddled with sexual molestation reversals. And then one last reversal. Here we go.
Someone asked this morning in our press office about the role of a cardinal and my position in the Catholic Church.
And then she says, and then she's a dump.
And then she's a dump. And then she's a dump.
Talk about the church.
And then she's a dump.
The church is a dump.
Oh, look at the way. Look what he's.
I know. I know.
He's the third highest ranking person in the Vatican. What a disgrace! What a despicable human being!
Absolutely.
He's not even a human being. He shouldn't be classified as a human being. He shouldn't breathe the same air that we breathe.
No. The church is a dump. The church doesn't love. He's got mother issues, and he's playing it out in his gay behaviour that he's fully guilty of. That's all his reversals say.
You know what, David? Here's before we go to break, I'm just going to say my 2 cents, and for what it's worth, here's what I will say. And I'm sure there's people out there, our listeners, who are going to agree, disagree. I really don't care, but I'm just going to say my 2 cents.
Sure.
I believe whether it is Christianity, whether it is Judaism, or whether it is Islam, a synagogue, a mosque, a church. So we're talking about Christianity now, so I'm going to refer to the church. The church, what the church represents, what it represents is a very, very beautiful and good thing. Evil comes from within the church. The corruption comes from within. The outside framework of the church, I respect, and I always have, and I always will. And I say the same to the corruption within perhaps other religions as well. Christianity is no different. I believe the church as an entity, as a body, the outside framework, I believe for what it stands, for what it represents. However, all of this pedophilia, all this corruption with money and scamming and fraudulent activities, this comes from within.
Yes, it does. Oh, I once wrote a book called Apostasy and Golden Pulpits. The title says it all. On that note, let's go to our break. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, Governor. How about a nice cup of tea? No? All right then. Let's get to the point. It's your friendly neighbourhood bricktop here, a former enforcer for the Cray twins and the Noonan family. I wanted to let you in on a speciality service that we EastEnders have been using for years. A company called Crime and Trauma Scene Cleaners. crimescenecleaners.ca. They're discreet, professional and courteous, but most importantly, they don't ask questions. So, if you're in need of a specialised service because of some trouble a wanker causes for you and you need it to go away, then contact Crime and Trauma Scene Cleaners. Only now, with a brilliant referral service, does crime pay at crimescenecleaners.ca.
As we all know by now, the hemp CBD boom is enormous. Finding CBD sellers is easy, but finding one to trust, well, that can be a challenge. I'm here to make that search a lot easier for you. The simple name I want you to remember is hemplucid.com. That's right, hemplucid.com. As most of you know, my standards are second to none regarding the all-natural products we present. From stunning Allison C to the brilliant Bio Superfood, I only support the absolute finest health, restoring and enhancing products in the world. And now, after 6 months of looking for the best CBD company in America, the hands-down winner in my research is hemplucid.com. Ultimately, it's always the people who make the final difference in a company, and the people at Hemp Lucid, from the CEO to customer support, are extraordinary and all beyond devoted to making your CBD experience something you will tell everyone you know about. That's hemplucid.com.
We shall go on to the end. We shall fight using only reversespeech.ca. We shall fight liars and con artists. We shall fight with growing confidence, knowing that reversespeech.ca will set us free. We shall defend our God-given right to know the truth, whatever the training cost of reversespeech.ca may be. We shall fight evil and injustice inside courtrooms. With reversespeech.ca, we shall fight, and we shall never surrender until reversespeech.ca has inscribed itself onto the hearts of humanity. For more information, visit reversespeech.ca.
This is Reverse Speech Radio with David John Oates and Christian D. Cadieux.
And we're back here for the final portion of TRN, the real news, brought to you by Reverse Speech Radio, none other. Now, from convicted pedophile Cardinal Pell to the very hot, controversial topic of Michael Cohen's testimony, we have some amazing reversals found by Mr. Oates. So, David, please go ahead and enlighten us and to all our listeners on the reversals that you found, bringing us the truth on the real news of Reverse Speech Radio with Michael Cohen.
Okay, like you said, from convicted pedophile to convicted liar. Michael Cohen, of course, is about to go into jail for 3 years for lying to Congress. And then Congress goes and has him back to testify before them. I mean, that's like, That's like letting Cardinal Pell watch your kids, you know.
It amazes me. It just amazes me on the level of disrespect towards President Trump. It's just this.
Oh, I know. Look, I'm neither Democrat or Republican. I'm really not. I'm really apolitical. I've been accused of loving the Democrats, and I've been accused of loving the Republicans, depending on what reverses I find, you know. But you're right. There's absolutely, I've never seen this level of disrespect for a duly elected president of the United States. And now they've set up all these bloody committees to look into all his finances based on Michael Cohen, convicted liar's testimony. Okay. let's start up at kindergarten, Cardinal Pell, school for children, you know.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see what I found on Michael Cohen. I got 12 reversals so far. I'm still going through his... hang on. Hang on, I got more than this, don't I? Oh, maybe this is all I got. Okay, I thought I had more than this. All right, let's have a look. Let's see what I got. So here we go. This is his testimony towards Congress.
I recognize that some of you may doubt and attack me on my credibility.
And then he says, why damn me?
Why damn me? Why damn me?
Oh, yeah, that's there.
Why damn me?
Yeah, all right, okay. Well, he's appealing for to be heard, essentially, you know. Yeah, listen to me. Why damn me? Okay. That's an interesting start. Then we have this one.
I am ashamed that I chose to take part in concealing Mr. Trump's illicit acts rather than listening to my own conscience.
And here he says, God is silly.
God is silly. God is silly.
What a strange reversal.
God is silly.
What a strange, but yes, strange, yes, and clear.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think
That's as clear as...
I think he's blaming God there. You know, why did God bring this on me? You know, why did God allow this to happen? God is silly. What a stupid. Why did you do this to me? You know. So, yeah, I think so. And look, his whole testimony, he admitted to it. His whole testimony is to get a reduced sentence, and he admitted to it because one of the congressmen asked him from the Republicans asked him that question, and he had to say yes. Well, yeah, I'm hoping to get a reduced sentence. You know, convicted liar testifies at Congress to get a reduced sentence. Yeah, right.
Yep.
And here we have, I don't know what America's coming to. I really don't know. I look at the shenanigans from over here in Australia and I shake my head in disbelief. Absolutely shake my head in disbelief.
What the Americans are coming to? Well, it's quite plain and simple. It's right in front of us. Just like Jeff Rentz said on our last show we did with him. I mean, you can now take an infant child and put it on a table, right?
A live birth abortion. I cannot believe the Democrats are even talking about that. I mean, it's infanticide. It's.
I can't even. The thought of this makes me wanna.
It's
I can't. You know, and I do. I perform forensic remediation for a living. There's nothing in this world that bothers me, honestly. Psychologically, physically, there's nothing that can disturb me because I've seen it all. But the thought of it is so. I can't comprehend this.
Oh, it's just unbelievable. I can't believe that they're seriously putting that bill forward. I just cannot believe it. It's just absolutely shocking to me. And now they're talking about this new, Ocasio-Cortez, want to bring in universal health care and scrap private health insurance. Now, Australia has universal health care and it works, but we also have private health insurance as well. We've got both systems. So, I don't know. I don't know what the Democrats are coming to. All right, here we have next reversal on Cohen.
I am providing the committee today with several documents, and these include a copy of a check Mr. Trump wrote from his personal bank account.
Okay, he's talking about a check that Trump reimbursed him for the $130,000 hush money paid to Stormy Daniels. That's Stormy Daniels, who was to hush money to keep her quiet about the affair that she had with Trump. I think Trump should ask for his money back because no one's kept quiet about that. And the back was cash. Did we fuck it?
Cash, did we fuck it?
Huh.
Cash, did we fuck it? Cash, did we fuck it?
Yeah, well, it's certainly there.
It's all there. Yeah. It's all there.
Yeah, I guess, did we mess it up? Did we ruin it? I don't know. Yeah. And Here we go again.
It was my experience that Mr. Trump inflated his total assets when it served his purposes, such as trying to be listed amongst the wealthiest people in Forbes.
And it's silly?
It's silly.
It's silly. It's silly.
Well, that's a bit ho-hum too, isn't it? A bit like God is silly. Huh. How strange. All right, okay. All right, next one along.
He showed me what he claimed was a $10 million IRS tax refund. And he said that he could not believe how stupid the government was for giving someone like him that much money back.
And here he says, feel the con.
Feel it on.
Feel it on.
Oh, yeah.
Feel it on.
So it's unsure what
you can hear the C and you can hear the N. You can hear feel.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah. So what's the con? Is the con Trump's $10 million tax refund, or is the con the story that Michael Cohen's trying to spin?
Well, I'm going to go with the latter.
Right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yep.
Why would a billionaire look at $10 million?
Yeah.
You know, what's $10 million to a billionaire?
Chump change. He can just. He should just give it to Reverse Speech Radio so we can grow big.
Exactly. Is it chump change or Trump change? But I'm bumped.
Interesting. Here's Cohen again. Incidentally, I haven't even listened to these rehearsals, and Jeff hasn't listened to these. So this is I'm really. This
is raw and unedited.
Yeah,
folks. This is raw and unedited to all our listeners.
Yeah, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. Okay, so here we go.
He told me not to answer the specific questions by reporters, but rather offer simply the fact that he received a medical deferment.
This is from Vietnam. Okay, why didn't he go to Vietnam? Well, he received a medical deferment because of a heel spur. Okay, so, and I don't know what this reversal means. You'll miss the fault.
You'll miss the fault.
You'll miss the fault.
Huh.
You'll miss the fault.
Don't know what that would mean. You'll miss the fault. You'll miss the fault.
You'll miss the fault, or you'll miss your fall.
Let's play it again.
You'll miss your fault.
You'll miss your fault.
You know what?
It's fault. I think it's
yeah, probably I wouldn't play it on the. Yeah, I think that's one of the borderline ones that doesn't quite make it. So, all right, here we have it. Let's move on to something a little bit more clearer. Here's the next one.
For those who question my motives for being here today, I understand. I have lied, but I am not a liar.
I have lied, but I am not a liar. They're like the murderer. They're like the murderer saying, look, I have killed, but I'm not a murderer.
He's been convicted as a pedophile, but it was only 6 minutes.
I know. Oh, my God. And backwards, you had this great need.
Yeah, the streaking need.
Yeah, the streaking need. Yeah, the streaking need.
Yeah, had a great need to lie, is how I interpret that.
It's all there.
Yeah.
It's all there.
Yeah, I want to play that again. That's classic.
For those who question my motives for being here today, I understand. I have lied, but I am not a liar.
You had this great need.
Yeah, the streaking need.
Yeah, the streaking need.
I think the guy's pathological.
Yeah, the streaking.
Yeah. You had this great need to lie. You had this great need to lie to circumvent you going to jail and trying to get out of the dilemma you're in right now.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's hoping for a reduced sentence. Anyway, next one along.
Because you want to continue to use your background as a liar, a cheater, a convicted liar to make money. That's what you want to do.
And that's going to get me a book deal and a movie deal and television and a spot on television? I don't think so.
And backwards it says, yearn it there.
Yearn it.
Oh, that's clear.
Yearn it. Yearn it.
Yeah, he's doing this to get a book deal. He wants a book deal. He wants some movie rights. Here, let's play that again. Let's play that again.
Because you want to continue to use your background as a liar, a cheater, a convicted liar to make money. That's what you want to do.
And that's going to get me a book deal and a movie deal and television and a spot on television? I don't think so.
Yearn it there.
Yearn it.
Yearn it. Yearn it.
That's funny. Oh, dear me. Oh, boy. Okay, next one along.
Do you expect any time using this testimony, other testimony, after you get done doing whatever you're going to do this week, do you ever expect to go back and ask for any sort of reduction in sentence?
Yes, there are ongoing investigations currently being conducted that have nothing to do with this committee or Congress that I am assisting in, and it is for the benefit of a Rule 35 motion, yes.
Yes, so that's why he's doing all of this, to get a reduction in sentence, you know. So, anyway, backwards, accept the word that you thunder. What that means, accept the word that you thunder. Oh, I know what it means. Yeah, I'll play it first.
Accept the word that you thunder.
Oh, it's clear too.
Accept the word that you thunder. Accept the word that you thunder.
Yeah, so he's saying, okay, what you're saying is true. I accept the word that you thunder. This is very loud. You're really thundering this home. This is the truth. I accept that. And the answer is yes.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, so here it is.
Sure.
Again. Let's play the forwards and the reverse again.
Do you expect any time using this testimony, other testimony, after you get done doing whatever you're going to do this week, do you ever expect to go back and ask for any sort of reduction in sentence?
Yes, there are ongoing investigations currently being conducted that have nothing to do with this committee or Congress that I am assisting in, and it is for the benefit of a Rule 35 motion, yes.
Accept the word that you thunder.
Accept the word that you thunder.
Accept the word that you thunder.
In other words, it's very, very loud. This is very, very true. You have just hit the nail on the head. It's
Sure.
basically what the reversal means.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing all of this, for reduction in sentence. So,
And a book movie deal.
book, movie deal, yeah. Little. I'll spend a few months in jail to get a movie deal.
And the weekend with Stormy Daniels.
I wouldn't mind a weekend with Stormy Daniels.
Okay.
I can
Keep
say
going.
that.
I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this.
Oh, next one along.
And the way the Rule 35 motion works is what you're supposed to do is provide them with information that leads to ongoing investigations. I am currently working with them right now on several other issues.
You go, lock me up.
You go, lock me up.
You go, you lock me up.
You go, lock me up. You go, lock me up.
Strange pronunciation. It's there. It just sounds a bit strange.
Well, I actually hear it. I hear it the best on the slowest on the slowest speed.
Okay, so here it is again. Let's play the forwards.
And the way the Rule 35 motion works is what you're supposed to do is provide them with information that leads to ongoing investigations. I am currently working with them right now on several other issues.
And here it is. You go, you lock me up with a strange pronunciation.
You go, lock me up.
You go, lock me up. You go, lock me up.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they're doing. They're locking him up, you know. So.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I got two more left. Here we go.
But this congressional hearing today is not going to be the basis of a Rule 35 motion. I wish it was, but it's not.
I feel a fool.
Alf, you're a fool.
Alf, you're a fool. Alf, you're a fool.
Well, okay, never a true word spoken. At least he knows himself. I feel a fool. Here it is again.
I feel a fool.
Yeah.
Alf, you're a fool.
Alf, you're a fool.
Yeah.
Alf, you're a fool.
Actually, these reversal market cone are pretty benign, really. I thought they'd be a little bit worse than this. Feel the con, is pretty great. Oh, yeah, you had the unit there. Oh, no, they give us an insight into his nature. Yeah. I guess we're not dealing with a pedophilia, with a pedophile. When you compare it to Cardinal Pell, it looks mundane, doesn't it? So,
yeah, but they're both liars.
Yeah, they certainly are. Yep.
They're both liars, except one is mentally ill, and the other one is just pathological. Certainly.
Yeah, pathological to say the least. Look, I watched his testimony live, and my mouth was dropped. I go, oh my God, I couldn't believe what he was saying. He's saying, this is the President of the United States you're talking about, and he wouldn't even call him President, he called him Mr. Trump. It was like, gee, I cannot believe Congress is allowing this. I was shocked. Whether you're a Trump supporter or not, and I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm neither. I can honestly say I'm very neutral on the whole thing. But you don't treat the
I'm the
president.
same with you on this.
Yeah, well, you don't treat the president like that. You don't.
No, you don't. You don't. You know what? I received some very complimentary. Excuse me, sir. I received some very nice emails from some individuals that heard our last episode of TRN.
Oh, yeah.
And stating how they liked my rant on the disrespect that the American people and Congress is showing President Trump.
Oh, yeah.
And I just want to say to everyone who emailed in, thank you, because that was very, very nice of you to take the time to do that. And David and I both have the same position. David's apolitical. I'm apolitical. I'm not conservative. I'm not liberal up here in Canada, nor when I'm in the States, because I travel back and forth. Am I conservative? Sorry, am I Republican or liberal? I'm sorry, Republican or Democrat. Get mixed up. So, yeah, I really don't have a position, but there are things that I see, such as what the Democrats are trying to do with this new birth. I can't. I don't even want to think about it because I'm going to throw up. Sacrificing an infant.
I know.
To some, I don't know. I don't even know what's going through their mind. And it makes me wonder. Even when I think of that. Oates, when I think of that, it makes me, well, what's next? Are they going to, at some point in my lifetime, maybe not your lifetime, maybe my lifetime, maybe my children's lifetime, are they going to do something as age selection, for population control?
Oh.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
You have to have an open mind about this. Never did I ever think that I would be alive in my lifetime or to see that the Democrats would propose something like this. Now, this doesn't mean that I hate Democrats. This doesn't mean anything. It just means that I don't agree with this particular topic. This particular issue. And I just think it's repulsive. I think it's disgusting. And shame on Cortez for putting her face behind it and promoting it as much as she can. Again, abortion is a personal issue. And I'm not for or against it. What I am against is this.
Well,
this is wrong.
That's not abortion. That crosses the line,
It does cross the line. It does. That's just straight murder. And don't tell me it's not. An embryo. Before, back in the day, they say an embryo is not a human being. Okay, fine, whatever. Now it's gone all the way to a human being, and up to what point? This is ridiculous.
I know.
This is ridiculous. It's shame on all of them.
It's insanity. It's madness. It really is.
You've got, in the United States, you've got the Democrats that are Cortez, who's trying to push this, and you've got Mr. Vanilla Sex in your neck of the woods there, David. And, if someone even looked at one of my children inappropriately for less than 6 minutes, I promise you that they would be found face down in one of the Great Lakes. I promise you. And, these people are deranged. There is something wrong with Cortez, and there is something wrong with Cardinal Pell's former representation. I forget his name. I apologize. But at the end of the day, everyone is entitled to their opinion. Sure, of course. Freedom of speech, great, wonderful, wunderbar. But there are certain things that, David, I know you just don't agree with, and I don't agree with. And it doesn't mean that we're Republican or Democrat, liberal or conservative. It means we take our own position on certain topics of interest. And that's all it is.
Yep, that's true. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So here's the last reversal I've got on Michael Cohen. I'll have more next week, hopefully. Anyway, but here's the last one.
What did the president ask or suggest that you say about the payments or reimbursements?
He was not knowledgeable of these reimbursements, and he wasn't knowledgeable of my actions.
He asked you to say that.
Yes, ma'am.
This is about Stormy Daniels. Yes, did he pay?
Yes, did he say?
Yes, did he say?
That's the Congresswoman.
Yes, did he say?
That's on the Congresswoman saying, yeah, that's her reversal. Okay, so here it is again.
What did the president ask or suggest that you say about the payments or reimbursements?
He was not knowledgeable of these reimbursements, and he wasn't knowledgeable of my actions.
And yes, did he pay?
Yes, did he say?
Yeah.
Yes, did he say?
Congresswoman.
Yes, did he say?
Yeah, all right, and I think that's the last reversal I've got so far. Yes, that's it. So, pretty benign type of reversals. It's a con. It's obvious. He's doing it to get a book deal or movie deal and a reduction in sentence. He's pleading for people to like him. He's why damn me, he wants to be listened to, he wants to be heard, he wants a movie deal, book deal, but it's all a con. That's
he's got some I think he's borderline sociopath, and he's got some he's definitely demonstrating narcissistic tendencies, narcissistic behavior. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Anyway, there you go, folks. Reverse speech nails it yet again. Okay.
Yep.
One comment in Australia and another comment in America, and comment all over the world for us to bring you many wonderful episodes of TRN. Okay.
That's right. And with that being said, to all our fans and listeners out there, thank you once again for tuning in to TRN to listen to the great David John Oates and myself, Christian D. Cadieux. And on that note, everyone, I just want to say one thing, and I need everyone to listen and listen very good, because reverse speech is speaking to each and every one of us. On that note, you'll hear from us very soon. Take care and have a wonderful day.
Bye. Bye all.
Reverse Speech Radio is written, produced, and hosted by David John Oates and Christian D. Cadieux. Reverse Speech Radio is available on SoundCloud. For more information, visit reversespeech.ca.
What's happening? Is this forwards or backwards? I can't tell anymore. Too many backwards sounds. backward tapes, hours of it going through my brain, bending me insane.